We warmly welcome you all in Living Hope International Church.
Herzlich willkommen in Lebendige Hoffnung Gemeinde.
And we are so happy to have the Watoto visiting with us this evening.
Wir freuen uns sehr auf den Besuch von den Watotos.
And this is the second time that we are hosting Watoto.
Das ist das zweite Mal, dass wir als Gastgeber sind zu den Watotos.
The last time was 7 years ago.
Das letzte Mal war vor 7 Jahren.
And it's always our joy to have them around.
Es ist immer eine Freude, den hier bei uns zu haben.
You know what? Our children loves Watoto. They sing and dance the Watoto songs.
Unsere Kinder lieben die Watoto und die singen auch dazu zu den Liedern.
That's why when they learned that the Watoto, they are here in Germany, they just said, Mama, Papa, please, let's invite them in Dortmund.
Die haben sofort gesagt, Mama, lass uns die Watotos einladen, als sie davor erfahren haben, dass die hier in Deutschland sind.
Yeah, and it's our joy. We are so happy that in less than 3 weeks, you know what? In less than 3 weeks, they said yes. That's why they are here.
Innerhalb von 3 Wochen, die haben ja gesagt und wir freuen uns so sehr.
So let's welcome and appreciate the Watoto from Uganda.
Also lasst uns die Watotos aus Uganda herzlich willkommen heißen.
The best that you can. Hey.
Und das Beste, das noch lauter.
Hello, welcome to the Watoto Children's Choir presentation of their new album, Signs and Wonders. I'm Joanna and I am so happy that you are here because you are in for a real treat. Now, as you take your seats, let me show you around this beautiful place, East Africa, the home of Watoto. Wow. Look around. This is one of 3 Watoto villages. There are 2 here in the capital, Bira and Subi, and 1 in Gulu. These villages are home to almost 3,000 children and close to 400 mothers. But that's not the whole Watoto story. Watoto is a local church committed to celebrating Christ and caring for community. Watoto has been in Kampala, Uganda for over 30 years now. It was founded by Gary and Marilyn Skinner in 1983. And since then, Watoto Church has been used by God to make a positive impact in Kampala, in Uganda, and all around the world.
30 years ago, I was one of the first original 30 members of the church. And of course, much later, the church grew beyond bounds. It spread to other cities. Even the one church that they started downtown became too big that they had to distribute it into districts. I'm a judge now at the International Court of Justice. What this court is, it's the judicial arm of the United Nations. We deal with disputes between states. So it's government to government. But I also happen to be the first African woman judge on the court. And the fact that I am one of the Watoto members, if you like, I think is something to be proud of. Absolutely. And I feel that I have an opportunity now to practice the values that I've learned throughout my Christian walk in Watoto, to practice them at this level, to practice justice at the world level. I mean, how awesome is that?
Right now, we have with us a true hero. This is Mama Sarah. Hi, Mama Sarah.
Hi.
Tell me, what is it like here at Watoto? What's life like?
Life is good. I love my children and my children love me too. God has provided everything for us.
You have 8 children to raise. How do you do it?
The way I do this is by calling upon the name of the Lord. But with God,
All things are possible because, each one of them need attention. But every day I ask God for wisdom to give me the way to handle these children. I prepare them early morning for school. They have their breakfast and I see them off to school. And so absolutely perfect to be in Watoto. And they also love it because I have time for all my children in the house.
Wow.
Hi, my name is Ivan Osia. I live in Watoto, Bira. I'm a football player. God has given me this gift to change the world. I've grown up in Watoto. I've had very many opportunities. In 2013, I was blessed with an opportunity to travel to Spain for football, and I had a good experience. I got to learn a lot from big teams there. I believe I'm going to go back and become a professional footballer. I believe God is going to do great things in my life. I'm a product of sponsorship. I also have a lot of father figures in Watoto, pastors, youth workers, social workers. I have a coach, and he is also like a father figure in my life. I want to thank all the men that sponsor a child in Watoto. You're making a very big difference because you're like a father figure to them.
So this is more than just a motorbike. What is it?
It's a boda boda.
A boda boda, I like it. Now boda bodas are taxis, very fun taxis, and they're essential to getting people around and cutting through the city's traffic. Yeah, there is traffic here. Show them some traffic. The cool thing about these boda bodas is they do not take no for an answer. They can pretty much do anything. Let me show you. Can you help me to move this couch?
Why not? Sure.
You have a couch on your motorbike. I have never seen anything like it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is nice. It's a nice couch.
Okay, well, safe journey. Honestly, I have no words. These motorbikes can carry just about anything. And while the government is working hard to make these forms of travel safer, almost everyone depends on these hard-working bikes. So why are they called boda bodas? Well, if you go to Instagram and follow Watoto International, that's Watoto INTL, Watoto's official Instagram feed, the answers are there. Somewhere. Don't worry, I'll find them. Ooh, there's pictures.
From deep within the heart of Africa lives a force so powerful, many people thought it was simply a legend. A legend that says all who come into contact with this eating machine can't help but to fall in love with it. Come out to Uganda for a visit and fall in love with all of Watoto's little eating machines. Go to watoto.com and plan your trip today.
This is easily the most incredible place that I have ever been. It's baby Watoto. Wow, each and every one of these babies has been rescued. And when I say rescued, I mean rescued. These are the most vulnerable babies in Africa, and their stories would have been very different without the love of Jesus Christ and the support from people from all over the world. To date, Watoto has rescued over 1,000 babies, which has meant someone like Gabriel has a chance at life.
I'm seated here with 4 miracles. These are some of the children at Watoto that were rescued as babies. And today they're traveling the world telling people what God can do. I cannot wait to see them 20 years down the road and to see what they have become. Because I know that God has a plan for each and every one of these children. So I want to say thank you so much. We pray that God will bless you.
Thank you! Chapter 16 verse 8 to 9 says this: Give thanks to the Lord and pray to him. Tell the nations what he has done. Sing to him, sing praises to him, and tell about all the wonderful things he has done.
We will not be shaken. We will not be moved. We are holding on to you, Jesus. ashes you lifted me. You set my feet on higher ground. No matter what may come my way, I'm holding on to what you say. You hold my heart within your hands. I'm resting in your perfect plan. In every season you are there. You are the hope that never fails. We will not be shaken. We will not be moved. We are holding on to you, Jesus. You hold my world within your hands. I'm resting in your perfect plan. In every season you are there. You are the hope that never fails. We will not be shaken. We will not be moved. We are holding on to you, Jesus. We will not be shaken. We will not be moved. We are holding on to you, Jesus. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh.
Let's sing together. Sing never let go, never let go.
Never let go, never let go.
Sing never let go, never let
Never let go, never let go.
Sing never let go, never let go.
Never let go, never let go.
Never let go, never let go. Not be shaken. Put your hands together, come on.
Not be moved. We are holding on to you, Jesus.
Give Jesus a big shout of praise.
Hi everyone. My name is Rebecca.
And I am Monica.
And we are the Watoto Children's Choir from Uganda, East Africa. We are so excited to be here with you today.
We are going to have a great time together. And as the evening unfolds, we are going to tell you a bit more about ourselves and our stories.
The Bible tells us, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. All things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new.
This is my story. This is my song. Lost in the darkness, you welcome me home. You've given me hope, a reason to live. Let the whole world know the salvation of our living in me. Let the whole world know what you've done in me. You make all things new. You make all things new. God of signs and wonders. God of signs and wonders. You make all things new. You make all things new. God of signs and wonders. God of signs and wonders. You are signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. You are signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. Signs and wonders. Hey, hey, I wonder if the world know what's that for me. Jesus set my soul and he set me free. I was once blind, but now I see. I was once lost, but now I'm here. So still left the past and tell of the story. I love the actors of the last time glory. Signs and wonders, the kingdom new. Signs and wonders, and the king is here. All things new. You make all things new. God of signs and wonders. God of signs and wonders. You make all things new. You make all things new. God of signs and wonders. God of signs and wonders. You make all things new. You make all things new. God of signs and wonders. God of signs and wonders. You make all things new. You make all things new. God of signs and wonders. God of signs and wonders. This is my story.
Isn't it good to know that Jesus makes all things new? Yes. We have been changed by the love of Jesus. Yesterday we thought you were nothing, but today we have hope for a bright future. That's why we sing and dance and we celebrate, and we want you to join us.
So everyone stand up to your feet. Come on, stand up to your feet and give your neighbor a high five. Let's get some African praise going on. Put your hands together. Come on. Oh, everybody dance. Come on. Everybody dance, 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 dance. Put your hands together. Come on. Sing, I'm coming back.
I'm coming back to the start where you found me.
Sing, I'm coming
back to your heart. Now I surrender. Take me.
This is all
I can breathe. preventions. Let the future begin.
Do you feel alive this evening? Singing like this.
I feel alive. I come alive. I am alive on God's great
Now you
love.
sing.
I feel alive.
I come alive.
I am alive.
I am alive.
I am alive on God's great
Say,
love.
I feel alive.
I feel alive.
Yeah.
I come alive. I am alive on God's great
Oh, I
love.
feel alive.
I feel alive. I come alive. I am alive on God's
Everybody
great
dance, 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 dance. Hey.
No matter how far we run,
You never give up.
you never give up on us.
Come on.
All of preventions, let the future
Say you never
begin.
stop.
We never stop
Everybody
loving
dance,
us.
dance, dance.
No matter how far we run,
You never give up.
you never give up on us.
Oh, no, no.
All of preventions,
Just
let the future begin.
everybody say.
You never stop loving us.
Make some noise. Amen. Are you ready to dance? We are going to dance. Just do what we do. Put your hands up like this. Come on. And to the left. Come on. To the right. Take it up. And take it up. Take a walk
I feel
and
alive.
jump a little bit
I come
faster.
alive.
Come on. To the left.
I am alive on God's great
Take it up.
love.
Take a walk
I feel
and
alive.
jump one last
I am
time.
alive.
Let's go to the left.
I am
To the right.
alive on
Take it up.
God's great
Take it up.
love.
And let me see you dance, dance. Everybody dancing. Come on. Everybody dance, 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 dance. Oh, yeah. You never stop loving
You never stop loving
us.
us.
Come on.
No matter how far we
You
run,
never give up.
you never give up on us. All of preventions, let the future begin.
Everybody say,
You never stop loving us.
lift up a shout of praise.
Thank you, Jesus, for your love and for making all of us your sons and daughters. I'm no longer slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer slave to fear. I am a child of God.
From my mother's womb, you have chosen me. Love has called my name. I've been born again into a family. Your blood flows through my veins. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. Oh, 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 oh. You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child
like songs of deliverance. We've been liberated from our bondage. We're the sons and the daughters. Let us sing our freedom. You split the sea so I could walk right through. My fears were drowned in perfect love. You rescued me and I will stand and sing. I am a child of God. 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 I am a child of God.
You know, we all have fears in our life, and fear has many faces. I used to be afraid when my parents died, but when Jesus came into my life, He set me free. Friends, what are your fears? Are you worried? Are you going through a hard time at work or at school? Are you facing bullish? Are you heartbroken? Well, if you're scared of anything in life, today, I want you to know that God is bigger than any fear you may face. The Bible tells us in Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
"20 years ago, the biggest need that we observed as Watoto in our communities was parentless children due to war and HIV/AIDS that really affected our country. But now, Uganda has grown and life has changed. The number of widows and orphans due to HIV/AIDS and war has gone down, but there's still broken and hurting people in our neighborhoods. The biggest hurting group is this single mom with her children. She's been abandoned, some of them abused and rejected, and so she has to look after all these children. And when we reached out to them and asked them, how can we come alongside you to help you? That's when they told us 4 things that they really require. These 4 stood out amongst the needs. They said, if you can help me, give my children great education. Then secondly, they also talked about the issue of their income. If we can find employment and have a stable source of income, then we can look after ourselves and our children. Then the third thing they said is our health, because some of them really are still struggling from HIV/AIDS and different diseases. So health came out as a high-ranking thing, that if they could get proper medical care, that would be of great help. And finally, they talked about their housing situation. These women live in absolutely deplorable conditions. And I don't think anyone should live in such situations, but they've been abandoned and they just find a slum and live in a place that is really not habitable, for lack of better words. And so they said, if our housing can be improved, that will also be of great help. And so as a church, our response is to be relevant right now to the current need. There's thousands of vulnerable women that we see every day. I see them on the side of the road trying to make a living. I see them seated and wondering what's going to come next for me. Am I going to have a meal today? I see many of them in the night trying to use their bodies to make an income. And that breaks my heart. Women will try to do everything for their children. They give their all to look after their kids. And some will say they were forced to do things they needed to, they knew were wrong to do, because they just wanted to get some money to buy milk for the little child. And I can't just be there as a Christian claiming to celebrate Jesus, but not paying attention to the things that break Jesus' heart. And so, personally, I want to get involved. So, what we're calling this now is Watoto neighborhood. Going to our neighborhood and meeting the need right there. We want to come to them and say, for some of you, you made the wrong choices, but that is the past. We want to help you make your life better right now. If we get people joining us along by sponsoring a mother or sponsoring a child, we believe we can do so much more to help these vulnerable women all around our neighborhoods. I believe everything we do, small, medium, or big, to make a difference in people's lives counts. For us, it may look little, but to the one who is being helped, little is much. I see these women rising up to become great advocates of reaching out to those that are in need. And I believe at the end of the day, we will see a contribution to the transformation of our city and our nation. Our beautiful country is waiting for great leaders. Some of them are among these children that are just waiting for a helping hand. They all have a little dream in their hearts that they will one day become something. I believe God will be glorified because we chose to go to where the hurting, the ignored are, and we've made a difference in their lives, and hopefully they will have encountered this same person of Jesus that has changed our lives and motivated us to do what we do.
Let justice fill this nation. Have mercy, Jesus, please forgive our sin. Take the heart of stone away. Teach our hearts to bow before your name.
Break the chains that bind us. Breathe your word of life onto this land. Let your country rise again. Let your kingdom come, let your will be done. Amen, amen. In this nation, as it is in heaven. Amen. Standing on your promise, Jesus, we repent and seek your face. Let our country rise again for the glory of your name. Amen. Amen. Let your kingdom come, let your will be done. Amen. Amen. In this nation, as it is in heaven. Amen. Amen. Let your kingdom come, let your will be done. Amen. Amen. In Uganda, as it is in heaven.
Now we your people, called by your name, humble ourselves and return to seek your face. Lord, hear from heaven, draw near and heal our land. Now we are people called by your name, humble ourselves and return to seek your face. Lord, hear from heaven, draw near and heal our land. Now we are people called by your name, humble ourselves and return to seek your face. Lord, hear from heaven, draw near and heal our land. Amen. Let your kingdom come, let your will be done. Amen. Amen. In Uganda, as it is in heaven. Amen.
Before I was born, my mother was living in a camp for a refugee. The rebel came and captured her because they wanted people to help them fight, and from there they make her wife. She gave birth to us when she was in captivity, and when I was like 1 year, she escaped back home with 2 of us, but the rebel came again and just killed her. She left us with my grandmother, and up to now, I don't know who is my dad. When I was 15, I met a young man called David. We started living together, and we had a child. His name is Leben. David was knocked by a car and died. There was no one. I was all alone. A lady just told me about Living Hope. It's a place where vulnerable women are redeemed. They welcome me, counsel me, they love me so much. I was hepatitis B positive, and I started thinking that I will die and leave my son as my mother left us. But they helped me to go to the hospital and get the medication for the treatment, and I'm now getting better. Until I joined Living Hope in 2013, I didn't go to school. By that time, I don't know anything like English, I couldn't even speak. But when I joined Living Hope, I learned how to speak, like I am speaking right now. I can write, I can read Bible, I can even teach my child. I started doing tailoring. When they taught me how to use the sewing machines, I make a lot of mistakes. I even show my hands. But a lot of my friends in Living Hope see what I've made and they say that it's beautiful. I start to save, bought my sewing machine, and I start my business. I can buy food, take my child to school, buy stuff for myself, not depending on anyone. In Living Hope, the first thing I learned was that I am not a mistake and I still have a father and people who care about me a lot. The young like me, they are my sisters, and the staff, they are my mothers. When I read my Bible, I came to realize that God has a good plan for me, not a plan to harm me, but a plan to give me future and hope. He will never reject me. No matter who I am, he will still be my dad. I feel I'm so close to him. When I think about the future, I hope that my child, Larem, will one day be a doctor, as he said. When I'm sick, he's the one to help me. At night, he'll wake up in the night and tell me, "Mommy, what is wrong? What do you want? Do you want water?" I just love him, and I wanted the best life for him. When I see myself now, it's make me feel proud of myself and happy. I've changed a lot, and I can do something for myself. I see a leader in me. I see a hard-working woman in me, and I have a purpose in life to be a mother for the nation. No matter what will come, I will not go back to where I've been before. I'm going to a place God has chosen for me. I want to go back to be fatherless. I want to go back to be hated, to be poor again, ashamed of myself. I want to go back to be afraid of who I am. Never.
I've been changed, healed, freed, delivered. I found joy, peace, grace, and favor. And right now is the moment. Today is the day. I've been changed. I've been changed. I have waited
Awesome. Awesome. I don't know about you, friends,
Ich weiß nicht, was mit dir,
but I have decided
aber ich habe mich entschieden,
that I will not go back
dass ich werde nicht zurückgehen
to the way that I used to be.
zu der Stelle, wo ich vorher war.
And it's all because of Jesus.
Es ist alles aufgrund von Jesus.
My name is Comfort,
Mein Name ist Konzert
and I have the privilege of being the team leader.
und ich habe das Privileg, die Teamleiterin zu sein.
To this wonderful team you see here,
Von diesem wunderbaren Team, das wir hier sehen.
we have 18 very beautiful children
Wir haben 18 wunderbare, schöne Kinder
and 10 amazing adults.
und 10 erstaunliche Erwachsene.
And we're, yes. And we are so glad that we could be here with you
Und wir
tonight.
sind so froh, hier heute zu sein.
We've been on tour for 5.5 months now.
Wir sind auf Tour seit 5,5 Monate jetzt.
We started off in Brazil for 3 months,
Wir waren in Brasilien für 3 Monate
and then we came to Norway for 1 month,
und dann waren wir in Norwegen 1 Monat lang.
moved to Sweden for 1 month,
Wir waren in Schweden für ein Monat lang
and this is our very last month of tour here in Germany.
und diesen Monat ist unsere letzte Monattour in Deutschland.
But every single day that we stand on a stage like this,
Aber an jedem Tag, an dem wir auf der Bühne stehen,
it's our prayer
es ist unser Gebet,
that everyone who comes to watch this concert
dass jeder, der kommt, um dieses Konzert sich anzuschauen,
will not just be entertained,
nicht nur Unterhaltung bekommt,
but will have an encounter with Jesus.
sondern eine Begegnung mit Jesus haben wird.
You know, God in His goodness
Wisst ihr, Gott in seiner Güte
created each one of us
hat jede einzelne von uns
to
geschaffen,
be just like Him.
um genauso wie er zu sein.
Friends, you and I are unique.
Freunde, ihr und ich, wir sind einzigartig.
A miracle,
Ein Wunder,
a sign of God's love,
ein Zeichen von Gottes Liebe
and a wonder of His creation.
und der Wunder seiner Schöpfung.
But into the beauty of life,
Aber in der Schönheit des Lebens
darkness invades.
kommt die Dunkelheit hinein
And darkness can come from our sin,
und die Dunkelheit kann aus unserer Sünde herauskommen.
but it can also come from our circumstances.
Aber es kommt auch von unseren Umständen.
We have all sinned,
Wir haben alle gesündigt.
but we've also had circumstances in our lives
Aber wir haben auch Umstände in unserem Leben,
that have brought us pain
die uns Schmerzen bereitet
and despair.
und Unmut.
But you know what?
Aber wisst ihr was?
God loved us so much
Gott liebte uns so sehr,
that He gave His perfect Son, Jesus,
dass er seinen vollkommenen Sohn Jesus gab,
as a payment for your sin and mine.
als eine Zahlung für deine Sünde und meine Sünde.
And Jesus defeated the power of sin.
Und Jesus hat die Macht der Sünde überwunden.
And He promised
Und er hat versprochen,
that in all the difficult circumstances of life,
dass in alle schwierigen Umstände des Lebens,
He will be there with us
er wird da mit uns sein,
to see us through.
um uns durchzubringen.
Friends, I know there is a need represented with every single person in this room tonight.
Und ich weiß, Freunde, es gibt ein Bedürfnis mit jedem einzelnen von uns hier heute Abend.
And I may not know what you're going through,
Aber ich mag nicht wissen, wodurch du jetzt gehst.
but today we just want to give you the assurance
Aber heute wollen wir dir nur die Sicherheit geben,
that God loves you.
dass Gott dich liebt.
He loves you.
Er liebt dich.
And He has a beautiful plan and purpose for your life.
Und er hat einen wunderschönen Plan und eine Bestimmung für dein Leben.
And He desires that you and I live a full and satisfied life.
Und sein Wunsch ist, dass du und ich ein erfülltes und gutes Leben leben.
You may be here tonight,
Vielleicht bist du hier heute Abend
and maybe you feel lost.
und du fühlst dich verloren.
Maybe you came here feeling hopeless,
Vielleicht bist du hierher gekommen und fühlst dich hoffnungslos.
feeling discouraged,
Oh, entmutigt.
feeling disappointed.
Du fühlst dich enttäuscht.
Friends, tonight we want to believe with you
Oh, Freund, wir möchten heute Abend mit dir glauben,
that the God of signs and wonders
dass der Gott, der Zeichen und Wunder
is
tut,
going to make all things new for you.
alle Dinge neu für dich machen wird.
And friends, it doesn't matter
Und Freund, es ist ganz egal,
who you are,
wer du bist,
what your past might be.
was deine Vergangenheit sein mag.
You may look at me and say, Comfort, you don't even know my story.
Vielleicht schaust du mich an und sagst, Comfort, du kennst meine Geschichte gar
And
nicht.
you're absolutely right.
Aber du hast vollkommen recht.
I may not know your story.
Ich mag deine Geschichte nicht kennen.
I may not know your past.
Ich mag deine Vergangenheit nicht kennen.
But there's one thing that I'm sure of.
Aber eine Sache bin ich sicher.
No matter who you are,
Ganz egal, wer du
no
bist.
matter what your past might be,
Ganz egal, was deine Vergangenheit war.
God loves you.
Gott liebt dich.
You ask me, how do I know?
Du fragst mich, wie ich das wissen soll.
He sent us on the road 5.5 months ago.
Er hat uns auf dem Weg 5,5 Monate hergelegt,
Be here with you
um
tonight.
hier heute mit dir zu sein, heute Abend.
Just to tell you how much He loves you.
Nur um dir zu sagen, wie sehr er dich liebt.
Every day that we stand in front of people like this,
Jedes Mal, wenn wir vor Menschen so stehen,
we take a moment and pray with anyone who would love to receive Jesus.
wir nehmen uns eine Zeit und wir beten für jeden, der Jesus annehmen möchte.
Every smile,
Jedes Lächeln,
every testimony,
jedes Zeugnis,
every song,
jedes Lied
and every dance you have seen on this stage
und jeder Tanz, den ihr hier auf diesen Bühne gesehen habt.
is because of Jesus.
Es ist wegen Jesus.
Right now, I'll just ask all of us to bow our heads for a moment.
Und möchte ich jeden bieten, jetzt seinen Kopf zu beugen.
And maybe you're here tonight,
Und vielleicht bist du hier heute Abend
and as we've been singing,
und während wir gesungen haben,
you felt deep down in your heart that you need Jesus.
hast du tief in deinem Herzen gespürt, dass du Jesus brauchst.
We want to take a moment and pray with you.
Wir möchten diesen Moment nutzen, um mit dir zu beten.
I'll ask one of my friends here to come to the front.
Ich bitte meine Freundin hier nach vorne zu kommen.
And I'll just ask you to repeat these words after us.
Und ich bitte dich darum, diese Worte nach mir nachzusprechen.
Let's pray together.
Lass uns zusammen beten.
Let's pray.
Lass uns beten.
Father God,
Vater Gott,
I believe that you can make me new again.
ich glaube, dass du mich neu machen kannst.
I want to be a part of your family.
Ich möchte ein Teil deiner Familie sein.
I want to be a part of your family. I want to be your child.
Ich möchte dein Kind sein.
I want to be your child. Thank you for sending Jesus to die for our sin.
Danke, dass du Jesus gesandt hast dafür, dass er für unsere Sünde stirbt.
Thank you for sending Jesus to die for our sin. I accept your love.
Ich nehme deine Liebe an
I accept your love. And I submit my whole life to you.
und ich gebe dir mein ganzes Leben.
And I submit my whole life to you. In Jesus' name we have prayed.
Im Jesu Namen haben wir gebetet.
In Jesus' name we have prayed. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Friends, if you're here and you just prayed that prayer with us, maybe for the very first time,
Freund, bist du hier und hat dieses Gebet vielleicht für das zum allerersten Mal
we want
gesagt?
to welcome you to a new family, the family of God.
Wir wollen dir willkommen heißen in eine neue Familie, die Familie Gottes. Amen.
And right after this service, I'm going to ask you to do something very simple.
Und nach diesem Konzert möchte ich dich darum bitten, eine ganz einfache Sache zu tun.
Before you leave, just take a moment and speak to the pastors before you go.
Bevor du gehst, nimm dir einen kurzen Augenblick und sprich mit dem Pastor, bevor du gehst.
I know he would love to meet with you.
Und ich weiß, dass er sich freuen wird, mit dir zu sprechen.
And I can assure you, you just made the best decision of your life.
Und ich kann dir sichern, du hast die beste Entscheidung deines Lebens getroffen. Amen.
Aren't you glad you came to the house of God tonight?
Bist du nicht froh, dass du im Hause Gottes heute Abend bist?
Awesome! Good evening, everybody. Come on. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having us. Like you can see, we are having so much fun. Are you having fun? My name is George, and here with me are
Angel from Watoto neighborhood.
And Jenna from Watoto village.
You know, I believe that every person has an important story to tell. And I have learned that God can use any story to bring hope and freedom to somebody else. My story isn't any different from all these children. My father abandoned my mother and I before I was even born. As a matter of fact, I've never met him. My mother was sexually abused when she was 18 years old. And as a result, she dropped out of school and was encouraged to have an abortion. However, on the way to the hospital, my mother decided to keep that baby. And I am that child. However, because of that decision, my mother was sent from home, so she went to stay with an aunt of hers. Shortly after I was born, my mother went on to stay with another man who didn't want me to stay with them. So I was left in the care of my grandparents, who were alcoholics. He later on decided to abandon her together with my sister. Now my mother worked hard and did everything she could to make ends meet after she was abandoned by him. But having not finished school and without a job, she found it very difficult to even send us to school. And I remember days that I wondered whether God really cared about me. But you know what? God had a beautiful, wonderful plan for my life. When I was 8 years old, everything changed. My mother was given the opportunity to be a Watoto mother. And I am here today because somebody chose to show me the love of Jesus. Mrs. Sander from Norway sponsored me at a Watoto children's concert just like this one. Now, not until this year, I had never met her. But I did love receiving letters and pictures from her and knowing more about her family. So right now, I've been able to finish school and graduated from university with a bachelor's degree in business administration. And so tonight, I'm here as an advocate for my brothers and sisters back home who are still without hope.
I don't remember my parents at all. My mother abandoned me at a local hospital when I was just a baby. The police brought me to baby Watoto. Because someone sponsored me, I was given everything I needed. I have always felt loved. Watoto is my family, and I know that God has a plan for my life.
Recently, Watoto began to care for me like my mom. Before my mom joined Watoto neighborhood, she found it difficult to care for me and my sister. She used to work very hard, but she could never meet all our basic needs. Someone sponsored her through Watoto. She was given a basic education and proper medical care. At Watoto neighborhood, she learned how to make beautiful crafts. I'm very proud of her and I love her so much. Now I got to school and I have everything I need.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Isn't God amazing? Come on. Isn't God amazing? He's amazing. Amazing. So far, Watoto has empowered more than 4,000 vulnerable women through skills training, basic education, discipleship, and income-generating projects.
these women are now able to take care of their own families. Just like Angel's mother. But there's still so much more to do. Children are still needing to be sponsored so they too can have hope. And there are still countless vulnerable women whose lives could change if somebody came alongside them. So as the pastor comes on stage, I would like to share with you some of the ways that you can partner with us. Number one, you can pray. And prayer changes everything. And number two, you can give a gift in the offering tonight. And like Pastor Julia said in the video, every gift, whether small, medium, or big, it does make a difference and helps to change the lives of so many. Lastly, number three, you can sponsor a child or a mother or a youth or a baby for only 29 euros a month. Your sponsorship does make a difference. Every single child that you've seen on stage tonight, including myself, are a product of sponsorship. So on behalf of our pastors, Gary and Marilyn Skinner, we want to say thank you so much for your continued support.
Webali.
Allow me to invite the pastor.
Webali. Wow. I'm touched.
Ich bin berührt.
I believe in the work of Watoto.
Ich glaube an dieses Werk.
And that's why I saw the need to invite Watoto to come to Dortmund.
Darum habe ich dieses Not gesehen, Watoto nach Dortmund einzuladen.
So as people in Dortmund, we can have the opportunity to be part of the work of the Watoto.
So dass wir hier aus Dortmund wohnende Menschen wir die Möglichkeit bekommen, Teil von diesem Werk zu sein.
As a church, we've decided that we are starting this coming year by sponsoring one child.
Und als Gemeinde haben wir uns entschieden, dass wir ab dieses Jahr ein Kind sponsern.
And we ask you to do that.
Und wir bitten euch, das Gleiche zu tun.
And I take this opportunity to welcome all of you to be part of the work of the Watoto.
Und ich nehme diese Möglichkeit, euch alle dazu aufzurufen, Teil von Unterstützer von
And we are going to receive a love offering for them.
Und wir werden jetzt ein Liebesopfer für sie einsammeln.
We have 3 ushers with offering bags.
Wir haben 3 Platzanweiser, die rumgehen mit einem Opferkorb.
They'll be passing it around.
Sie werden die rumgehen.
But I request you to just be generous to give a good love offering.
Und ich bitte euch, ein großzügiges Liebesopfer zu geben.
So just prepare yourself to just give them a good love offering.
Also bereite dich darauf vor, ein großzügiges Liebesopfer zu geben.
And invest in these children and other children and also other women.
Und investiere in diese Kinder und in anderen Familien und Müttern.
When they share their stories, I understand that because I've also gone through the same thing.
Als wir ihre Geschichte so erzählt haben, habe ich das verstanden, weil ich das Gleiche durchgemacht habe.
But it took somebody coming to support me and to enable me to be where I am today.
Da brauchte ich jemanden, der mich unterstütze und der es ermöglicht, dass ich heute hier bin.
And in advance, I just want to thank you for your love offering and thank you for your gift, generous gift.
Und im Voraus möchte ich euch für eure großzügige und Liebesopfer danken.
Webali.
Webali.
Thank you.
So sagen wir danke.
Psalms 100 verse 4 and 5 tells us to enter his gates with thanksgiving, go into his courts with praise, give thanks to him and praise his name, for the Lord is good. Amen. We are so thankful to Jesus for what he has done for us.
That's right.
Back home in Uganda, we say, Webale, which means thank you. And this is how we say it. Webale, webale, webale. No. As we give tonight, we want to thank Jesus for his unfailing love.
noticed a table full of beautiful jewellery. But I don't need to tell you that because you obviously bought loads for your friends already, haven't you? But the cool thing about this is what this jewellery represents. It's not just something beautiful to wear, it actually represents a life that's been changed. For these women, this is God making the impossible possible.
For Living Hope, I was lonely. I used to cry a lot. Really, I cried. When I found out that I'm positive, I didn't think that I would live a single day. Now I'm working with Living Hope option. I'm a leader. When I look at the jewelries, I see the women that Living Hope because they are one who are making the jewelries. We do them with a lot of love. Living Hope has made me a mother I am today. because back then I wasn't able to support my kids. Now I'm taking care of them. I support them, I educate them, I rent a house of my own. We are happy as a family, thanks to Living Hope.
I'm having such a great time here in Uganda, East Africa. Now, don't forget to follow Watoto on Instagram or Twitter, or you can even like the Facebook page. And we will keep you updated on everything that's happening here. Now, the cool thing about Watoto is it's not just an organisation based in Africa. It's actually made up of people from all over the world. It's actually a country office right where you are. And I've got the director with me. Hey, Harold.
Hi, Joanna. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
And I was wondering, did they figure out why it's called Boda Boda?
Oh, now they were supposed to look on the Instagram feed, but I know that you're dying to tell them so.
Oh, I'm dying. This is how it is. It started out as a way to get from one border to another border. So they called it border to border. And over time they shortened it down to Boda Boda.
To border, Boda, border, 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 border.
I think you got it. You got it. And to all of you, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming out to see the choir. And I will encourage you to stop by one of the tables after the concert and meet the children. Give them a hug and take some pictures. And remember this, that we are just one email away.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to get involved, volunteer or visit Watoto, then make sure you contact your local office.
Thank you for worshiping with us. We hope you had a great time. We have many fantastic things for you to take home tonight. We have our brand new CD Signs and Wonders and t-shirts too.
You can get beautiful necklaces, bow ties and stuffed animals, just like this one, made by my mom and her friends.
Fantastic. You can also get a Christmas calendar. This has pictures of all the children and chocolate for every day, each day of December. And you can also get yourself a sunglass. We have sunglasses just for you, so you can look cool. Don't I look cool? Yeah. So at the end of the concert, please stop by our tables and pick something for yourself. Grab something for a friend, but also pick up something for that neighbor that you don't like very much. You can also sponsor a child or partner with us through Watoto neighborhood and empower a lady. The difference you make tonight might seem little, but to the one who is being helped, little is much. Now, are you ready for our very last song? Are you ready?
Your love is deep, deeper than my feelings wide, wider than my doubt. It's all that I will ever need. Your love is high. dancing to the beat of your love, your love. We dancing to the beat of your love, your love. We dancing to the beat, dancing to the beat of your love. We dancing to the beat of your love, your love. We dancing to the beat of your love, your love. We dancing to the beat, dancing to the beat of your love.
Thanks to the Lord, for He is good.
His love endures forever.
He is full of mercy and full of grace.
His love endures forever. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
With a mighty hand, He rescued me
His love endures forever.
and set my feet on higher ground.
His love endures forever.
With a mighty hand, He rescued me
His love endures forever.
and set my feet on higher ground.
His love endures
Webale, vielen Dank. Thank you very much. Watoto, Webale. Lass uns zusammen sagen, Webale. Webale.